Hello. In this episode I'll make the player fall and jump in a more natural manner. Let's start by adding a speed y parameter to the player's class. And now we need to keep track of the keyboard keys being pressed. We can simply keep this information in a JavaScript literal object. Let's listen for the key up and key down events and set the according fields properly as true or false. We will also need to remove those listeners in the game's clear method. The information about what key was pressed or released we get from the event.key field. We could also use the key code field, but it seems to be deprecated, although I'm not sure why. To make the player fall more naturally, let's add a field for holding vertical acceleration value. And now the speed y value will be increased on every frame. Also the acceleration, which would work like gravity here. If the player reaches the ground, we'll set its speed y and ACCY to 0. Now if the W key is pressed, I want the player to jump, which would be done by changing player's acceleration to a negative value. Let's fix this little mistake. And now this one. And this should be the last one. It still doesn't work, so I've probably missed the key here. Let's check it with console log. Right, the key should be a lowercase w. And now it works, but I need to fix the acceleration value. Now it seems fine, but if you keep the key pressed, then it makes you fly. So let's allow jumping only if you are on the ground. Great, but as acceleration is not stacking now, we should make it bigger, which means lower. Okay, I like it for now. So how about showing you which keys are pressed at the moment? For that I'll just put a new div element into the game container and I'll set its content to be the fields of the pressed object. A bit of a problem is that for a released key I just set the field to false, but it's easy to fix as we can delete the field instead. And now let's add a few styles to this info so you could see it better. Yeah, now it's there. See you in the next episode.